I know something's about to go down.
Hello. Welcome to the show. How's it going?
Great, thanks.
Welcome to I Could Be Your Grandma. I'm Alfie.
I'm Bridget.
Yeah, this is it. Episode 15 now.
Whoa.
Big numbers.
Yeah.
Big time. Regular listeners. Big time numbers. Big time show.
15. Do you remember what you were, how old you were when you were 15? Do you remember what you were?
Oh, yeah, I was 15, I think.
Do you remember what you were up to? The year of the 15.
Oh, my God, 15. Probably going through some tumultuous breakup.
Yeah.
Probably writing songs about it. Fat. Definitely fat. Probably self-indulgent. More self-indulgent than I am now. I've got better even though I'm doing a podcast, which is all about me.
Your ego's in a much better place.
Yeah, my ego is more. I guess it's like smaller but bigger.
Small but big.
Same as my penis, actually, from when I was 15. It's smaller but kind of bigger.
Kinda
as well.
bigger.
It's like older. It's like an older penis.
Oh.
But,
Yeah. How
But
old? I've never seen a really old penis.
Yeah. Well, you almost did. You almost walked in on my granddad, didn't you?
Oh my god. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I walked in. I walked in and he was like definitely getting undressed.
Yeah.
I think I may have seen it. I just didn't. I've like blocked it out
You
of my
didn't clock
memory.
the cock. I remember that moment when it happened because I was behind you and I was like obviously saying,
Don't go in there.
not that room. Not that room. I was like, no. And you looked at me, you're like, and just carried on going in anyway.
I don't remember that aspect of it. I think I really, it was totally uncalled for. Like, as in, I didn't know what I was doing, but I went in anyway because I wanted to see.
That was it. You wanted to check it out.
I wanted to see what was going on down there.
Yeah.
Such a nice man. I thought, well, it'd be weird not to.
He gave me a really nice meal tonight.
Yeah.
It'd be weird that I didn't see his penis.
Yeah, he welcomed me into his family.
Yeah.
It would be really weird if I just didn't see the whole package.
Didn't at least try and see it.
Oh my God, that was really bad.
Yeah, that was the first time you met him as well.
But he didn't clock that I'd seen him.
Yeah, but something happened. I think there was definitely. I heard some. Oh.
No.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. But that's ignorance.
It is. Anyway,
yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Before we get started, I Could Be Your Grandma on social media. I Could Be Your _grandma. Instagram. I Could Be Your Grandma. Facebook. Email contact ICouldBeYourGrandma.com. Go to ICouldBeYourGrandma.com. Sign up to our newsletter. There's still some time to enter the competition to win a t-shirt, hat and mug.
Whoa!
We sent our first newsletter out last week.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting.
Yeah.
Included our art picks, included some bits about the show.
What was your art pick again?
My art pick was Alt J's new album.
Good one.
Because you picked David Cross, but that was kind of a joint pick, and I thought, well, I'll do one and you do one.
Yeah. Alt J's album is great.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. That's why listeners will have got it in their newsletter.
Yeah, it's really good.
But yeah, so this week, I thought we'd avoid talking about the war. Because same as COVID, like, we don't want to talk about that.
We're not. People don't come here to hear about the war.
No. Obviously, if you watched our last episode and if you got our newsletter this week, you can tell we're not fans of it. And we're very much opposed to the little bitch that's Putin.
All war, really, though.
Yeah. But there's been a bigger war this week. Well, not a bigger war at all. Not even remotely bigger. But there's been another war this week between your beloved Kanye West and Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian. Have you seen?
Okay. No. Well, the last thing I saw was Kanye's little poster that he put on Instagram.
What was that?
I think he put on a poster something like, they're not your
poster?
kids, they're my kids, like on Instagram. And he had like a sign. I think I didn't actually see it because I've kind of been off Instagram.
Have we talked about Kanye and Kim and Pete
This
Davidson
whole
before.
thing. Not really, no.
There's a lot to unpick, really, because Pete Davidson, he bags the most
I
attractive
know.
women in the
Isn't it
universe.
crazy that he's gone from Ariana? He was engaged to Ariana Grande, and now he is with Kim Kardashian. What's going on with that? He must be like, where does he go?
Yeah.
Where does he go from here?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, that's true.
Kim K is like the
she's the
pinnacle.
peak of Everest, isn't she?
She has branded herself as the best you could get being a woman on the earth.
Yeah.
Not that I agree that she is. I actually don't think she is at all. But that's what she's sold as, right?
Yeah, definitely. This is what I want to talk about, and maybe controversially or not, because it is International Women's Day tomorrow, and I don't want to slag any women off on such a sacred day.
Yeah, I hope you don't.
Know, any other day, slag them, but not International Women's Day. But like, it's an interesting call from Pete Davidson, I think, because she's got kids.
She's got kids.
She's got kids. Like, what's the appeal in that situation?
What do you mean? Like, women with children aren't attractive? I don't understand.
I didn't say that.
Oh, that's what
but
I
interpreted.
Like,
Kim K, right?
Yeah.
She is attractive.
Right.
But she's not that attractive.
Well.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Like, on all the women in the world, obviously you, number one.
Right.
Pinnacle, right? But all the other mingers, like, she isn't like, but the reason we call her the pinnacle is because of like her status, right? She's built this empire.
Right.
She's incredibly wealthy, incredibly famous, the most influential woman, arguably, in the pop culture world.
Right.
But like, for Pete Davidson to like go and take and be her partner with 3 kids, it's a lot of baggage, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, it's not like he's just gone to a supermodel. No, like, there's a family there, and I know they're really wealthy.
And like, okay, I see the point you're trying to make.
Yeah, I worded it very badly.
Well, there's okay,
very
so
bad,
she is if you saw a woman that looked like Kim Kardashian in the street, she is above she looks how like Barbies we like cartoon women, like there's obviously the surgery has a lot to do with that, but like,
how dare you?
She's definitely had like loads of surgery to like be that everything be that like those proportions,
wild shape that she is.
But I mean, she's naturally like that, and then it's been kind of accentuated, right? But she is leagues above. That standard of beauty is like so different to just like us reg galsies.
Yeah, but it's an interesting standard of beauty because, one, it doesn't last.
Okay.
This is what I think we've said this before. It's a really interesting social like experiment that we're living in at the minute, because in 20 or 30 years time, when all of these women are now old and they've had loads of fat put in their ass and silicone in their face, and men too, like, what are they all going to look like when they're old?
Well, this is the problem with that, Alf. Why do we all give a shit? Like, yeah, but like, they will look old. Yeah, we'll all look old, won't we?
Yeah.
But it's this like constant like, oh, women have to look this way, so then you do all the surgery, and then you have to be this beautiful, and you have to keep pushing the boundary of what's the most beautiful ever, and then it's like, oh, but now she's slowly dying, and let's talk about how shit she now looks.
Sad,
like, there will be people who'll be like, I can't wait for the day that Kim Kardashian looks so old. And it's like,
they're just counting their lives.
What I mean?
They're counting their own
like
days and their lives away.
Stupid. But the Pete Davidson thing is interesting. We don't know. Disclaimer, we don't know him personally.
No, Pete is not a friend of the show, but he's more than welcome to be if he wants to be.
But it's a strange thing for a comedian, I think, to get involved in someone with that kind of status and profile.
Yeah,
because it's very kind of like reality TV fake. Like, you think comedians take the piss out of that
world
side.
Yeah, but he's a bit of a rock star, though, isn't he?
A bit of a maverick.
He's a bit of a rock star comedian. You do get them, don't you? Where it's like they're like known more for their personality, for their like lifestyle look, sort of thing.
Yeah, he doesn't come across.
Stand-up's not the best.
No.
It's not terrible, but it's not like he's the number one comedian in the world and she's the number one like supermodel in the world or
It's
whatever.
a wild pairing, I must say.
It is.
But I'm really sad about Kim and Kanye breaking up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really like, well, no. I mean, I'm not.
I
Like,
reckon it took a lot of energy to be with Kanye. I reckon it was would you rather be with Kanye or Pete?
I don't know them either.
Make a choice.
Well,
Go on.
Kanye is like a genius.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather be with a genius than
Yeah, but God, he is a bit mad though, isn't he?
I think he is. I think he is mad. Yeah.
Like it'd be draining being with him.
Right.
Imagine being with someone that called himself a genius all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the God complex thing. It would be.
Yeah. Imagine if I was like every day I was like, I'm just better than you in everything I do.
In every way. And I'm beyond the humanity.
Yeah.
No one else can see it. You can't even see it,
Yeah.
but I see it. And you're.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is his approach.
The universe
Ross's
is waiting for someone like me to save it. Imagine if I got up every day and it said, the universe is waiting for me to save it, Bridge.
I'd be like,
And I'm gonna save it. I'm the savior.
yeah, I'd probably be like, okay, maybe we should.
I'm gonna
like,
go fuck an awkward looking comedian now.
Yeah, maybe she's been just drawn to someone who's completely different.
Because he's super chill, isn't he?
Yeah.
I
Although,
can't-
is he? Isn't
Well, I
he? Isn't
don't
he
know.
kind of like ADD, bipolar?
Oh yeah, he's got baggage too.
Yeah.
We've all got baggage. haven't
Yeah,
we,
everyone's
though?
got baggage. Everyone's got baggage. But what is interesting is that like it I don't know how long they've been like broken up, but I don't think it was that long.
Not that long.
And I think across the board, people who get into relationships like really quickly
Yeah.
after breaking up,
Yeah.
it just never ends well, does it?
No.
You're not fully there, you know. You're not sorted yourself out.
Yeah.
But you know what? I wish them all the best.
Dear.
I do.
Kanye doesn't.
Well,
Because this
okay.
week he released a music video for his new single. I can't remember what it's called actually.
Okay. Is it from the album?
Yeah. Has he just released a new album?
Yeah, he did do back in the summer, wasn't it?
So he's released this video in which he buries Pete Davidson.
Oh my
But it's like
word.
a puppet video thing.
Oh dear.
So like we can't show the actual video because we'll get flagged for copyright, but you can see some stills. So it's like this weird like stop motion animation video and Kanye's basically burying Pete Davidson.
Because he's kind of like moving in on his children, right?
Yeah, I do get that. But then do you know what I also thought, Bridge? There they are. There's the three of them. There's the three of them and there's the other two.
Wow. Whoa, what a All right.
Imagine going from that to that. It's the most different jump, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there's no middleman there.
Yeah.
It's like literally from one extreme to the other.
This is what Ali Wong's Ali Wong did a bit about this, about how like comedians bag managed to go out with the most beautiful women in the whole world.
Yeah.
Because women don't care about what you look like in the end. If you're funny, you're charismatic, you're caring, you've got like personality,
Yeah.
it
Some women.
sells. Some women. We should say some women. We shouldn't never generalize.
Never generalize on this show.
But Ali Wong's joke is like you look at all like crazy professional women
Mhm.
and successful women all end up with like magicians. She's like
Magicians.
yeah. She said like one of her like a hugely famous female comedian, and isn't weird like I don't know, The Rock.
Yeah.
Like why? Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you think because female comedians are seen as goofy?
Yeah, and what male
They
comedians
do
are seen
always
as
have
sexy.
normal boyfriends, don't they?
Yeah, who aren't famous.
Yeah. But that's because I think women are smarter.
Do you think it's because men are intimidated by women that are funny?
I think men care about status and looks more. I think that's a smarter decision from the women comedians.
Well, we are smarter. You just
That's what I
haven't
mean. Do you
caught
not
on
think
yet.
like if you really put yourself in that position, right? You're a
Right.
famous comedian,
Right.
right? You can either like if you're a famous comedian to the level of like what Ali Wong is, she's pretty big. Hectic lifestyle, writing scripts, doing stand up, filming, in the eye of the media. So, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to go out with someone in the same industry as you that then kind of doubles that down? If you break up, everyone's going to read about it. It's going to be hard to, like, if you do break up, to avoid them because they're in the same circles as you.
Having your eyes on them all the
Yeah.
time, just twisting
Or-
their own narratives must be so heavy to live with.
Or fuck a magician.
Or go with a magician who's just chilling out.
He disappears pretty quick.
How many men, though, do you think are comfortable in their own skin not to be like living in the shadow of their wife?
Well, this is the thing.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Men are really insecure and they need to just grow up. Happy Women's Day!
But also, if men, like I know as soon as I get famous, you're gone. I'm getting, you know, someone famous.
Right. You want to keep.
I've got to get my status going, man. Like, because
yeah, you can't have just like a knockoff handbag.
Yeah.
You need your Gucci handbag, and
Yeah.
that's what it's like.
this is an interesting thing, though. This is an interesting thing
Yeah.
because when you see a famous man, because you do get famous men that have normal, and by normal I mean non-celebrity partners, not in the public eye.
Yeah.
When you see a guy who is with a normal
normie.
You do think like, that's weird.
I don't. I always go, oh, he knows. Like,
Yeah.
he's clever.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But like most, and again, not generalizing, but most people's reaction is like, why is he not with a supermodel, or why is he not with someone famous?
It must be hard when you're that famous. Like, let's take Ed Sheeran, for example.
Yeah.
He's not with somebody who's very famous.
I think she's a supermodel.
I thought she married
her.
No, I'm pretty sure he married a girl he went to school with, who was like in the local hockey team or something.
What?
He was like the hockey captain of the school.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's married pretty low key.
Seriously? Sherry Seaborn.
Yeah.
What's it say about her?
Doesn't say much.
10 facts about Ed Sheeran's wife. This is what the listeners have come
Oh my
for.
gosh.
10 facts about Sheeran's wife. Here we go. 10 facts about Ed Sheeran's wife, Cherry Seaborn.
Cherry Seaborn.
Oh, she did. She went to the same school as Ed. She was a collegiate field hockey star. Well, there you go. She's pretty famous. Yeah, she's big hockey player.
Yeah.
Used to work on Wall Street. So she's like, you know, rich.
And kind of but not well known. She's not a
She
figure.
makes for Taylor Swift. before Ed.
Oh, she must be very well known.
Well, I mean, yeah, she kind of is.
Well, no, but you know what I mean, though, don't you? Like, there's well known, and then there's her. Sorry,
yeah.
Sorry,
To be fair,
Cherry.
I mean, she won't give a shit at all. She's obviously a billionaire Wall Street woman, but yeah. What were we saying about normies? Oh yeah, you were saying Ed Sheeran.
I think it's probably a really good thing when someone has their one foot in and one foot out of that environment. It must be hectic.
Yeah.
Your egos you must have to be so stable with the people, like have some real stable people around you to be like, bring you back down to earth.
Do you reckon it
With,
keeps
like,
you
Kanye, I feel like
grounded,
that's
or do you think it makes you look at the person with disgust? Do you think it's like, oh, it's great being with you, normal person, because you keep me grounded and real? Or do you like get up every day and think, you're boring, you're nothing?
You are so harsh.
I'm asking the questions.
Okay, you probably think, I don't know. I think you probably don't think that. I think if you're with them, you're not with them going, you're with them because you love them, right?
Apparently.
Like sometimes
Boring.
they might be like, oh, thank God they're not
Yeah.
ego driven, they're down to earth, like it's, you know. And if you're the type of person who goes, oh God, what a stain on my career this person is, then, you know, you're not very nice.
No. Oh, I'd never see you as a stain.
I know. Can you imagine seeing your partner as a stain?
Here comes my stain.
Oh, just a stain on everything.
Fucking hell. Sorry, guys, my stain's calling me.
Imagine if you marry a stain. You marry your stain.
What do you mean?
So, you know how people are just like with each other and like, oh, like, I don't like this person actually at all.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But people marry those people don't they?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I swear to God.
Yeah, go on. Yeah. So people marry those people.
People marry stains.
Marry stains, yeah. Don't marry stains.
Well, maybe this is the thing. What is a stain? What's a stain? Like it might be just somebody that's bad for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because also, sorry, wait.
What is
Going
a
back to
stain?
your thing of being like, oh, this person, like I'm so famous and they're not. Oh my gosh. I mean, dickhead. But also, like that person should be the datee who's not famous will be like, what a dick. He thinks I'm nothing. Like, this is so miserable, me being seen as like nothing.
Yeah, but then you're with a famous person. So it's like...
But if you're shallow, then it might work out, yeah. If you're shallow and you've got nothing about you, then probably...
Bag yourself a celebrity.
Then do it.
That's the way you should live your life.
Yeah, just be miserable forever.
Yeah.
Have no substance or ever understand emotional feelings about anything.
First song of the episode. Keep coming. But the thing with the Kanye, Pete Davidson, Kim K, and the music video, and like not just the music video, but you know all the press around it of like, oh my God, this feud. Kanye's like mental anyway, and now he's like doing death threat shit or whatever.
Right.
Do you reckon that actually Kim and Kanye had a really amicable separation, and their PR companies just got together and said, guys, and Pete's PR person is like, guys, I know you're all like mates and everything's fine, but there's a real opportunity to get Kanye's album is selling a lot, Pete and Kim's profile raised even higher. Any chance you could just like have a bit of a fake battle?
Like a beef? Fake
bit of a beef? Kanye, what about you bury Pete alive in your music video? How's that sound? I reckon that, I think, because part of me does think like how much of this is just PR?
Right. Well, it could be.
Yeah.
It's totally doable. That's what they thought Beyonce was doing when she released Lemonade.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, but I totally dispute it. I just think like when artists put stuff out, it's because like it's based on truth, right? I don't think Kanye is the guy who does stuff just for money.
I reckon he does a little bit for money.
I know, it's a bit of a far stretch.
Yeah, he's lost it in the past couple of years, I think. His past couple of albums haven't been great.
I don't know enough about him and his career and his thought processes, like his method, his like. I've got a friend who's like a massive Yee fan, Ye old fan.
Yee.
It is
Isn't it yay?
It was it.
Yeah, not yee. I love a bit of yee.
Ye old.
Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe it is though. Maybe I'm the idiot there.
But what a way to poo on your ex's new person, to be to do a music video where you bury them.
Yeah.
In any other circumstance, that would be like, if
you'd call the police, wouldn't you?
If his intention was to like get Kim back, it's not the way you do it.
No, he's not doing that though, is he?
Right. What's he doing then?
It's intimidation, and it's also to ruin their relationship. Because imagine if me and you broke up, right, and I just went, do you know what, guys? I'm going to make a music video in which I put a puppet version of her new boyfriend in and bury him. Your new boyfriend would be like, I'm going to call the police because your ex-husband is a psychopath.
If anything, that would put me in the arms of my new man more.
Well, this is the thing, because...
Save me from the psychopath.
Yeah, but it could get too intense. Like Pete could be like, I'm fucking done with this shit. I can't deal with it.
Wow, I didn't know he was from Australia.
I can't deal with your ex-husband. He is doing my fucking head in.
Yeah, doing my head in, mate.
But like, yeah, like it could get really tiresome. Like, oh, fucking hell, I just wanted to be with you. Yeah, and now I've got to... I just wanted to be with ye, and now you's doing my head in. Yeah. No, like it'll get heavy, I think. So I think that's what Kanye's trying to achieve.
It's a clever way of doing it.
Is it?
Oh, I don't know. It's bold. It's a bold move.
Yeah.
And obviously it's like be a money maker. People are more interested in watching the video rather than the music, because like, oh, the beef's the interesting part rather than the...
Who's the beef? Are you on about Matt LeBlanc? I don't know.
Matt LeBeef.
Matt LeBeouf. Oh, no, Shia LaBeouf. Fucking hell, my celebrity references are off. are off today.
We are really out of touch with everything that's going on.
Oh dear, I know.
Well, I wish them all the best.
Yeah, best of luck.
Maybe they can all be like a bit, aren't they? Isn't Kanye supposed to be a bit of a modern thinker? You know, a bit of a visionary. Why can't all three of them just live in happy harmony, sharing the love?
It must be hard seeing your kids with someone else, though.
And someone who looks like Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's like tattooed. He looks like he's a stoner, and he is.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks young. And you'd be like, God, I just wish you kind of just be happier if she'd picked somebody that was steady.
Bit normal.
Yeah, but you would be concerned, wouldn't you, if there was somebody else that was maybe a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because like you never hear about celebrities like filing like, you know, social services cases or whatever. But if you showed a picture of Pete Davidson to a social service worker and said, "This is the man that's now looking after my kids," they go, "We'll give him a call. We'll pop in.
Check if everything's okay."
Yeah.
Going in, he's tattooing the kids.
Yeah.
And then have a little split.
What's up, you fucking What are you doing here?
You didn't knock. Why are you in here?
Have you looked at my wife's sink? It's fucking amazing.
Little dribbly sink.
Look at my sink.
So this is the thing. Like Pete Davidson should be mocking that like mercilessly.
Yeah.
Is he going to be on the new Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Did you ever watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Isn't that finished? Isn't it over now?
I think there's a new series, isn't there?
No, I thought it was. I thought it was gone. I thought we'd lived through that. I thought we'd survived
I
it.
thought we were done.
I thought it was over.
Oh, maybe they did the last one.
Yeah, because I remember seeing like a TV advert of like, you know, like a streaming service. What's it called? Like Vulu, not Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah, it's not Hulu though. It's like
Vulu.
Vulu. And they were like, and there was like a clip of them all like hugging, crying. Oh my god, I can't believe it's all over.
I can't believe cameras living in our lives is all over.
Yeah. Oh my
What
god.
crazy concepts. Would you be able to do that? Like have cameras on you? I mean, our lives would be so dull.
So dull. I mean, their lives are pretty dull, aren't they?
Bridget and Alfie are sitting down on the sofa.
Eating cookies again.
Yeah. Let's see what they talk about this night. And then it's like, oh, yeah, great bit of that show, wasn't it? Yeah. That'll be it.
That's it.
All right, night. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day at work. Just again.
It's a lovely insight into our marriage, isn't it?
And we're all happy about
We
it.
do stuff. We do
lots of stuff, actually.
We do too much
We've
stuff.
had a very busy morning.
Too busy. My life is so busy that I'm with you. I wouldn't change it. But no, I don't think I could do the reality TV thing. But I reckon you do get paid fuckloads for it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like, it's a big commitment. It's a big time commitment. I reckon you get paid a lot. But it's such a dirty way to make money.
I know.
I
And
think.
don't you think you just involve drama in you inflict drama onto the ones that you love most, just for the sake of the show.
Yeah.
So the ratings go up the bigger the drama, right? So they must have just had to be really chaotic and like horrible to each other. And you know, and maybe they weren't naturally though, and that's why the show was made. It was like, oh, these are just doing it whether we're filming them or not, so we might as well. I don't know, but oh gosh, I can't.
Do you reckon
Ever imagine?
That's the thing. Our grandparents, would they ever have? When was reality? What was the first reality TV show?
Wasn't it Big Brother?
No, there must have been. No, because like you class like Blind Date as a reality TV show, wouldn't you?
Oh, well, like a game show.
Oh yeah, maybe you wouldn't.
I think reality TV is just literally like a fly on the wall kind of thing, rather than there being that production. Even though that is exactly what it is now. It's just production.
Yeah, it's mad how much of TV is reality TV, isn't it?
Oh, David, my husband. Do you remember that video in Big Brother when David Bowie's ex-wife was like, David's dead, and then
Oh my god!
tells that woman, and she's like, "What?" Thinking it's another member of the crew in the house. Oh, it's the best video ever. Can we play it?
Yeah, I can find it. The first TV show regularly featured members of the public as it stars was America's Candid Camera in 1948.
Whoa.
Okay, so maybe they did.
This is essentially reality TV. What we're doing now.
Kind of, but
Yeah, what are we talking about? Like, if there was a show about us sitting down and having a conversation,
no,
that's exactly what
it's
this
different,
is.
though, isn't it? It's different.
It's not produced. We don't plan it.
It was premise was to perform practical jokes on unsuspecting members of the public. Even that's not really reality TV, isn't it? But I guess, like, yeah, public people are the stars or whatever. But I wouldn't class this as reality TV.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so interesting that you think that, because that's exactly what it is, I think. I think that's exactly what it is, in a way. It's reality content.
But have you ever watched an episode of The Kardashians?
Possibly. No. I would say confidently no. I've seen clips of it, but I've not seen the whole thing.
Because it's not... This isn't what they film. It's not this. It's not like... I know it's obvious that it's not this, but like it's not just them sitting going, what should we do? I mean, it probably is actually, but,
or the boring
but they always do
conversations.
stuff.
Right.
It's always like going to the mall or going to a photo shoot or going to the, like exercising with a PT or something. I remember watching the Osbournes quite a lot.
Yeah, well, I like the Osbournes.
Yeah, the Osbournes was good.
Love Island. I get really annoyed that like Love Island is seen as reality TV. I really want to see all the minutes in between the romantic ones.
Like the boring bits.
It's so overproduced now, and it used to be really like fly on the wall kind of thing. I want to see the boring bits. I want to see when people actually like form a connection, you know? Because there's some episodes where someone will go, oh, I really like him. And you're like, hang on a minute, how? What have you done?
Last episode you were loving so-and-so.
What happened today when you had like what happened?
What did he do to make you change his mind? Yeah, that's true.
But they don't look at they don't really do a deep dive into what they're all thinking.
I remember when Big Brother first started, do you remember on like it was like the Red Button channel on Channel 4 where you could watch it live. Obviously it'd be like
24 hours of Big Brother kind of thing.
Obviously it'd be like 10 minutes behind in case something mental happened and they had to censor it or whatever.
Right.
But you could just watch those boring bits.
Like Truman Show.
Yeah, and it is crazy like how much of the day is literally just them all on sofas like just not even talking that much or just like having random chat. But then you get really interesting bits that they don't keep in the show.
Yeah. Oh my God, Big Brother in its heyday was...
Oh, it was the best. Every night. That was the best thing. It was every night.
Yeah.
10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, whatever.
Yeah.
Tune in, watch.
Is it still going?
Yeah, I think it might be.
You know what's really funny
Channel
about
5.
Big Brother? I don't feel like we're the population to do it anymore. Like, I feel like, everyone was so different.
Yeah.
Maybe we are, but I don't know. There would be shining people that would come through and you'd be like, oh, wow, their personality is great.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everyone's so, I don't know, annoying.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, everyone's got an intention.
Yeah.
People will be really clever getting on the show.
Everyone's quite,
And people are so talented now. Like, people aren't just boring anymore.
Well, I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone I meet is just so talented. Like,
I don't think it's bad to say, but like I don't think you get the characters like you used to.
Yeah.
Like there was some really weird and wonderful people on Big Brother, wasn't
But
there?
maybe they wouldn't put them on, for like reasons.
Well, this is
like,
it. I feel like,
back in there, they probably exploited people who
definitely
shouldn't have been in the public eye.
It's exactly why like Jeremy Kyle isn't on anymore. Like we finally realised that it wasn't good to laugh at poor.
Yeah.
Uneducated.
Oh, God. That
people.
show. I can't believe I used to watch it. Like,
I was in the audience like 3 times.
No. What, when you got a free ticket at uni to go in?
I've never told you about this. Jeremy Kyle handed me a box of tissues.
Why? What were you doing?
there was some
episode.
hot messes on there that has really got me going.
Yeah.
No, it was my birthday. Have you been to see it? Have you ever been to watch in the audience, right?
No.
So like you turn up and I think this was like the second time we've been. And me and my friend Rob, because we were both at Salford Uni, which is where they film it, essentially in Media City, we like got tickets all the time. And because we've been quite a few times, the more you go, like the better sort of seats you get or whatever. Or like chance that you get to get into the audience. Because sometimes they overbook, so they have a full house. Then if you're at the end or if your ticket type's not the right one, then you have to go home. So it's a bit shit. But so we had like the first ticket batch. So we're on like the floor bit of the studio. And every time you go, they do it like they have like a crowd warm-up person. You know how we were watching Trevor Noah
Yeah.
when we were in New York? It's like that comedian who comes out and like warms up the crowd whilst the cameras are getting set up and everything's going on.
Yeah.
And every time the guy goes, any birthdays in the house today? And I said to Rob before the show, I said, because it was my birthday, I said, when they asked that, don't put your hand up. And what I should have done is not said anything because he wouldn't have done it. But I was like, don't put your hand up because I don't want to get, because I knew what they did. And they essentially get you up on stage and you have to act out, you have to make up a story.
Oh my God, I feel sick thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel sick thinking about it. That's horrific.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so you basically have to just take the piss out of all the people that are going to come on stage.
Exactly.
And
And
tell
I
them to-
went for it.
I don't know this story.
Yeah.
How do I not know this?
It was great.
Excellent. So so Rob goes, this guy.
This guy's got a birthday here. And then, so I was like, for fuck's sake.
Oh no.
So the guy goes, right, great, what's your name? I'm like, Alfie. How old are you? And I think it must have just been before I got with you, so I was like 20.
Right.
Like 20.
Little wee Ben.
Little wee Ben. And he goes, great, you took a sit there. So you sit on the stage, and then they pull like another random woman out of the audience.
Okay.
And they go, and they literally go, right, Alfie, why are you annoyed at your wife? And I'm like, fucking hell. And I think I made up a story of like, she got annoyed at me that I was getting dirty pictures from other women. So I was like drama student. So I thought, right,
Ramp it up.
this is my time to shine.
Yeah.
I was like in a television studio. This is definitely where I'm going to get my acting career launched. So I was like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, she looked at my phone the other night and she saw a
You
couple
full
of
on went in for the character.
went accent, and went character.
Alfie.
I went, I don't believe it. Like, I don't understand why she's so annoyed that I've got all these pictures of tits on my phone, and the audience were laughing.
Yeah, I bet they
loved
loved it. You knew the audience.
I knew how to play the room.
Yeah,
and
you
then,
did.
and then I got a look. And this is me being proper egotistical. It probably didn't happen like this at all. But I looked at the guy who was like stage managing, warm up him, and I could see he was like, I've got someone who's up for it. He was like, I've got someone who's like good. So he got proper into it. And then so me and him had a back and forth question. And then he went to the woman and he was like, how do you feel about your husband constantly getting naked photos from other women? And she was like, yeah, I don't really like it. It's quite annoying.
Yeah.
I was like, great.
Deadpan.
But
Do you not know the rule of improv?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
and.
and.
Yes, and, lady.
And then what happened? So the guy was like to the woman, what are you going to do about it? And she goes, I'm going to leave him. And then I
Kicked off.
pretended to burst into tears. And I was like, I don't understand why she wants to leave me. It's not.
I can't believe it. I want this on film.
I know.
Isn't it mad? It will be. Anyone out there that could get us this, please.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyone who was a cameraman or a producer or Jeremy Kyle in the year 2014,
14.
pill it out.
I'd give my arm and my leg to see that.
So
So
then when I started crying, all of a sudden I heard the crowd go,
okay.
and I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And then, because I was like that, I had my hand to my face. And I looked up and Jeremy Kyle was stood there with a box of tissues. And he was like, go on, have one. And I was like, oh my God.
Whoa.
So I like, took one, dabbed my face, and he walked back off.
He's like,
And-
give me one. Had to blow his nose to get all the cocaine out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All his gambling money. You know.
All the chips.
Yeah, chips coming out of his nose. And then
I think I just made up that he was a cocaine addict as well.
no, I think he had his own troubles. Jeremy.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't be a decent person with everything all put together if every day you get up and do that shit.
Oh my God, yeah.
Every
You'd
day.
have to. In fact, I'm not surprised he had his own problems because that must be quite fucking depressing.
And
eh?
known for it.
Yeah.
He wants to be known as that guy who
Yeah.
inflicts that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, great.
So then he walked off,
Right.
literally like passed me the tissues and loved the moment because everyone was dead excited to see him.
He got annoyed that you were having the attention.
Hey,
He
I
was
don't want to
like,
say it, but you know.
this guy's going to come take my job.
Yeah, yeah.
And I need to come in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway, I went back to my seat. I got a signed picture of Graham because it was my birthday.
Oh, I
Do you
love
remember
it.
Graham?
Yeah, I do. The guy, the doctor guy,
Yeah.
about the therapist.
Yeah,
He's
he used to, like-
talk to me about what you've just been through.
Yeah, he
like,
used to come
well,
on.
it's been the worst moment of my life.
And it's on national television.
Yeah, what are you going to do about that, Graham?
Well, I think actually what you should do is just take some time to work
Yeah.
it out in private. It's like, yeah, no fucking shit, Graham.
Why didn't you tell me this before, Graham, if you really had my back?
Yeah, you'd have got me in the bloody green room and said you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, I know. You were egging me on. You told me to hit her on stage.
You said go out there and give him a show.
You're a star, baby. You're a star. You need to cry when you pull your heart out.
Yeah. I want you to fail that lie detector test like you've never failed before.
Yeah.
So then I got back in my seat with my signed picture of Graham. And then Jeremy Kyle came out after, started the show. And then in between bits and stories, he'd like talk to the audience and he came over and was like, that was very good before. Very good. Yeah, very good. I was like, thanks, Jeremy.
And you did. You took that as a compliment.
I did.
That's the darkest part of the thing. Is
Yeah.
that you were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
was
think about
good.
that, Al.
Yeah, it was pretty dark. Well, here's a sad
What was?
story.
Are you going to tell me what the stories were?
I'll tell you this one because
Okay.
this makes me look bad, really.
Love it.
Yeah. So, in fact, this is how bad that show actually is, like how it used to be.
Mm.
And it says a lot about the people that go and watch it.
Okay.
But I think everyone was probably guilty of liking Jeremy Kyle, weren't they?
A little bit.
Like, you can't say you didn't watch it.
No,
at uni,
no,
like, during
I
the day or
did. Yeah.
whatever,
If it was
you
on, I
know?
was watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what they
Well, I
do...
needed something to wank to.
Oh, exactly. Yes. All those toothless faces. Yeah, baby. All those sweatpants and toothless faces. Oh no. You look bad now, so this is gonna make me look good this time.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did that for you.
Thank you, babe. So what they do is when they bring the audience in. Have you been to those? Have you ever seen a TV show filmed there at Media City?
No.
So like you wait in the you know the building with the Doctor Who TARDIS in? Have you been to like see that
Yeah,
bit?
yeah.
So you wait in that building and like you're in the studios are basically like through some gates there.
Right.
So you're like all waiting there and you get your tickets through and then you get through to the next bit.
Like cattle.
Like cattle, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what they do is when you're all in, so like when you're in that bit, it means you're guaranteed a ticket. You're in.
You're in.
You're in. So everyone gets buzzing then. And what they go is, right, guys, guess what stories we've got for you today? And everyone's like, yes, tell me all the disgusting people that I'm
What,
gonna
just
say.
coming out on a tannoy and you're all like in this corridor waiting.
They've got like a little microphone and they're all stood in front of you because they go through like crowd behavior, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God.
And they go and they like say all the stories. So it's like, we've got a mum who's had a child and 3 men could be the father. And everyone goes, whoa, yeah, 3 men. Oh my God, I can't wait to see this slut. And it's like proper like
Get
freak
you
show.
hyped up for
Get
the
you hyped
drama.
up. Yeah. And then there was this story. I can't actually remember like the headline of the story, but it was something like,
Oh,
it was something
no.
like it was something like my boyfriend kicked my cat and won't admit it or something. It was something like that.
Okay, and
I
everyone
think
goes, woo!
It was it was
How
something
did he
like
kick it? Did he kick it hard?
Yeah.
Did he
Is it
kill
dead?
Is it dead? Is it dead? Is it dead?
But actually, I don't think it was violence. I think it was something like weird, like I'm in love with my cat and my boyfriend, or like my boyfriend thinks I love my cat too much, or I sleep with my cat and my boyfriend doesn't like it. Something like that.
Okay.
And it was a really it was a funny story. It was like a weird story.
Okay.
You know, every now and then you didn't get like cheating or dad stuff. It was like
Odd.
just odd. It was one of those odd ones. And me and my
They're
friend,
always a bit saddest in a way.
yeah, because they're the ones with the
Yeah,
people that
yeah,
actually
yeah,
needs
needs
help a
some
little
help.
bit.
Mhm.
And me and Rob were buzzing. This was like the first episode we'd been to see.
Okay.
And we weren't buzzing about this story, but we were buzzing to be there.
Right.
And we heard the story and we were like, we were giddy. We were laughing already.
Right.
And we were like, oh my God, I hope they don't pull up a picture of the cat. I hope they don't pull up a picture of the cat. Because they do in the studio. They pull up pictures of like the daughters or the kids or the family members. So you've got some thing to... Context, yeah. And I was said to her, I was like, if they pull up the cat, I'm going to lose it. I know I'm not going to be able to keep my composure. And they sat us like on the... really close to the front on the edge of a row. So we're like in the aisle. So like we can see the people so clearly. And like, so the story starts and they pull up a picture of the cat and it's got proper wonky eyes.
One's in Nolly, one's in Charlie.
Yeah, exactly. It's a wang-eye cat. And it's like a mugshot of like, it's just turned. Like, imagine if the cat was looking away, the photo was like, if they went like, Felix, and he goes, like that. So it's like proper like mugshot flash wang-eye cat. And me and Rob just lost it. We like proper like couldn't stop laughing. But we weren't making a noise.
But the camera was...
But because we were in every shot, because we were in like the prime camera position, they had to stop the show. And the producer came over to him and said, just to let you know, you're on every camera and we can't use this because you're laughing. And like, obviously we stopped immediately because we were proper...
But then you had to act serious and we were like...
Yeah, it was just so hard. It was so hard.
Yeah, what kind of cat? Was it ginger? Was it...
No, it's black and white.
Oh, God.
It's black and white cat with white
I don't know why
eyes.
that's important.
Yeah. So that was my time.
I can't believe you went 3 times.
Yeah, I think I might have gone 4 actually. Back. Because we were students and we were studying in that area most of the time.
Right.
We just get text all the time like, we're low on audience numbers. Do you want to come and see Jeremy Kyle? And then, you just would. You get a big bucket of popcorn and you go.
Let's make myself feel better about my life today.
Yeah.
And go and see these messes. Was the cat alive or was it like dead?
No, it was alive. It was alive. I wouldn't have laughed if it was dead because it's not funny.
Imagine wasn't there like a psychological breakdown of like the people kind of person you had to be to work on the show, or the person you thought you were getting into television, and then ending up working for a show like that, and it like breaks you down.
I think I've heard a lot of horror stories about people that worked on that.
Yeah, because how do you have faith in humanity?
Yeah.
How do you? It's like so otherworldly, that concept of that show, isn't it? I mean, Jerry Springer. Americans took it one step too far.
Yeah.
Like, how can we humiliate these poor people anymore? Let's put them in some big fucking white ugly pants, get them naked and make them fight.
Yeah.
Why was that an element? And it always came out of nowhere. It's like, okay, we'll be right back when Jane and Peter try to put their differences aside, and then bats the show, them naked with these big white pants.
Yeah.
And they'd been like blurred out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like their breasts and like
security would like wait until the last moment. It's like might go a little bit too far, like too violent, and then they jump in. But they're just like waiting there until that's the time.
Who the hell said that? Like, yeah, sounds like a really decent idea for a show.
Yeah. Well, I bet it made them a lot of money.
And
I bet it got them a lot of views and a lot of money.
Yeah.
Bad though.
Yeah, really bad. Really bad.
And then sometimes when the show would finish filming, you'd walk out and you'd see the people that were on it, and they're just like, because they stayed at the hotel literally opposite the studio, and they'd all be just like,
yeah,
where are we going now then? What do I do?
Yeah.
And like all the producers like, yeah, it's finished now.
Yeah, we don't care.
We've got what we want. You go home.
Yeah. After they've all just like completely messed up their lives and like made things,
because they don't resolve it on that show.
Made things so much worse. Yeah.
Things never get resolved.
Yeah.
I've never seen an episode or a story where at the end it's like, oh, I'm glad we all patched that up then.
Yeah, I'm glad you told me that you had the affair with my mum.
Yeah,
and
and my cat.
And my cat, and we can move on quite happily from this episode.
Yeah,
maybe a really great Jeremy Kyle. Maybe Jeremy Kyle should put his hat back on and get Kanye and Pete and Kim in the room.
Oh, that's a comeback story, isn't it?
There you go. That's what we all want to see.
Yeah,
that would have been a great. Now that would have been a great idea for a music video.
Yeah, see,
something a bit
trick.
like funny, a little bit taking the piss out of how we all perceive it all.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just buried Pete.
Yeah, just buried him.
Well, you know, talking about couples that date each other, someone who's famous and someone who's not.
Oh.
That's the whole idea behind Notting Hill, and why that film's brilliant. If I could talk about how great.
you could pull Notting Hill into the... But you are kind of right.
Yeah. It's charming. And I reckon it's exactly how it happens, you know.
Yeah.
Really famous woman goes into a bookstore,
Oh.
meets the guy behind the desk. A travel bookstore.
Yeah.
Not a fictional bookstore.
No.
It's very important. and he's from London. He's charming. He's pop 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 pop. Hello.
Is that the noise of you wanking to it? Pop, 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 pop.
No.
Come on.
More respect for that film.
How many? So I've seen that. I've seen your copy of that DVD, and it is worn out.
Who would wank over Notting Hill? It's not the sexiest. It's more romantic.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you girls like, isn't it? All the lovey-dovey stuff. We like hardcore.
Don't put us in a box. I will put you in a box.
Well, you got a interesting phone call last week, didn't you? Which we didn't talk about. On the show.
My gosh! Oh my god! Yeah, I did. I had a perv call me.
Yeah, you had a little pervert.
It was horrible. It was so horrible. Gosh, thanks for taking me back to it.
You're welcome. I like trauma.
This is now. I've been quite fortunate in my time on this planet as a woman, in that I have not experienced the horrors that I know many women have.
Yeah.
However, I mean, yeah, this was like, whoa, this has never happened to me before. And this goes on all the time. It just reminded me, like, this goes on all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, not good. So I get a call, my place of work. It's a private number, but I'm looking after this line, so you know, I need to pick it up. So I'm like, hello. And that's how I answer. Oh, hello.
For anyone who's curious how Bridget answers the phone. What was it again?
Hello.
Yeah.
And
I can account to that.
this guy's like crying. He's like,
oh God.
I just need, is anyone there that I can talk to?
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my God.
What was your initial thought, actually?
Well, actually, the first thing he said was, is this line like a switchboard?
Yeah.
Now, I thought he meant kind of just because a lot of calls we get are people who are like, can I speak to this person, whatever. So I was like, oh, no, it's not, I'm afraid. It's not. And then he was like, I just really need to speak. And it wasn't like that. It was like, I just really need to speak to someone.
Yeah.
You know,
got me.
Yeah, but better than what I just did.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, now I get a lot of calls that I have to kind of, I could be on the phone to somebody who might be a little bit lonely for a good half an hour. Might not be anything to do with my job, but like we're
you're
encouraged.
A nice person, so
and I think like it's encouraged that you listen to people. Might just want to have a bit of a chat.
Yeah.
So my immediate thought was, oh my god, somebody's come through and they're like gonna commit suicide or something, and I have to deal with it. So I was like, so I think he said, I need to speak to somebody about my mental health, was his phrase. And I said, okay, I'm letting you know, I'm not a mental health professional. I can give you a number of somebody that can help.
Right.
And he was like, I just need that. Just want a couple of minutes to talk to someone. I was like, well, I'm here to listen. Where are you? Are you safe? All these, I'm asking all these questions. I'm taking it. What you're wearing, where you are. The lights
are you
down
married?
below.
Are you single?
Yeah, what's your deal? And we've got kids.
Yeah.
So I'm genuinely thinking like, oh, this person's like needs help. So I'm like, yeah, tell me a bit about yourself. Where are you from? What you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm down south. I'm from London, and I'm at home right now. And
I'd have gone, sorry, bye.
South.
Don't deal with you.
Not my kind of people. Yeah. And then there was like a couple of minutes that goes by with this kind of back and forth. Me trying to just calm him down, asking questions. And I keep in my head, I'm going like, right, when it gets really bad, give him this number.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had like a helpline ready to go kind of thing. Yeah. I really didn't know how it was going to go down either. It was like really scary. And then I kind of said, he was like, tell me, I really like, oh, that was it. When I clocked, like, oh no, he just went, Oh, I really like hearing
Tits.
yeah,
I really
yeah.
like tits.
Right. I really like hearing a female voice.
Oh, God.
And that was the first clue.
Oh, God. Yeah. See, you're a better person. Because as soon as I heard that, I'd be like, right, I'm going.
But by that point, I'd already.
Or I'd go, right, I'm going. That's the last time you say I've got a girly voice.
Well, this is the thing. This is why women are so can be so hoodwinked, because I thought, well,
maybe he's thinking like, I like it because it soothes me, or it makes me feel better, or more reassured.
I still thought, he probably is a little bit like creepy,
but it was a little flag.
But a little flag. You know how like old men, we talked about this before, you know, men can call you darling, sweetheart.
Yeah, I get.
You're a little bit like creeped out, but you're like, they're just an old man, and we just have to put up with it, right?
I get it.
Oh, we don't. They can stop. But also, so I was kind of thinking, okay, well, you know, yeah. And immediately, what was funny is I kind of like butched up my voice a little bit, like yeah. Well, I'm here for you, mate. I can help you through this. It's all good. It's all gonna be great. It's all fine. It's all sick.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Can you tell me a joke? Can you make me laugh?"
Oh, no.
And his tone of voice went from being really upset to then being really like
a bit more sinister.
Yeah, a bit weird.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know. I don't know anything.
Did you not pull a joke out? Should I have a joke in your back pocket?
Well, what part of me was thinking, Bridget, come on, give him a joke. Give him a bloody joke.
I do a bloody comedy podcast. I should have a joke in my back pocket.
And I didn't have anything in my pockets. I was freaking out.
Be honest, was there any joke that popped into your head?
Well, the first one that popped into my head was the Christmas one about why did Santa's daughter become a prostitute?
Right.
Because she was a ho ho ho.
Oh dear. And
then,
that could have got him well up for it.
And my brain was going so fast. I said the whole joke in my head, and then went, no, don't do that one.
You said the whole joke. You went, no, it's not appropriate. A little chuckle to yourself. No, I must have done it. Oh my God, if you said that, he would have been like, fucking hell, I'm in here.
I'm in. I know.
She's well keen.
And I already had the inkling that like, it might go a bit that way.
Yeah.
So don't do anything sexual. I said, oh no, sorry, I don't know a joke. Do you know any jokes? I kind of wanted to just him to talk.
Yeah.
So I was like, do you know any jokes? And he was like, no, I don't know jokes. I'm not funny. Oh, but I bet you are. I bet you're really funny.
Ugh.
And I was like, no. And then he said, and then I got to the point, I was like, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this number. And he phoned these people. And he said, no, you could talk to me. You could talk to me, you know. I was like, okay. And then he said, most people just talk me through some breathing exercises. Do you know any breathing exercises?
No.
I said, no, but if you know them, why don't you do them?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just do it?
Oh, they just sat listening to a man breathe on the phone.
No, that was my first, because I want
again, he was probably like, oh, right, yeah, she's into this, yeah.
I also did consider, because I do know loads of loads of different breathing exercises. A part of me did think I probably could.
No jokes, but you got breathing exercises coming out your ass.
Breathe in and breathe out. Yeah, like, yeah. I was about to do the triple mantra chant, but then I thought, no, he's not going to be the one to take this on board. So then I said no, and then there was a pause, and then he just went, I used to be in porn, you know.
Oh.
And I didn't hear him right, so I was like, you what? Wait.
Pardon?
Wait, you what? And he went, porn. I used to be in porn, you know. And I went, right. I just hung up like that.
Oh.
I know.
I wonder what he did in porn.
He did the breathing exercises before. Yeah. He was a fluffer.
He fluffed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sad little man.
Do you reckon he was producing porn or acting in it?
I don't want to think
Or
about
do you think he said that because he thought you might go, oh, a porn actor?
Oh, wow.
Oh, your penis must be really big and that makes me want to suck it. Do you reckon that's what he thought?
Yeah, he's thinking, she's going to love this. So dumb.
Fucking hell.
And really not well. Like, this guy was like not well. Like, that's such a power play to like trick somebody into thinking that they're going to commit suicide. And then once they're freaked out, scared and vulnerable,
drop the porn bomb.
Like, how sick?
Yeah.
How sick You're all sick. Man is sick.
Yeah.
And then I thought,
We
you
are
know
bad.
what? I bet I'm just one of hundreds of calls tonight.
He will have made that call probably twice before you, a couple of times after, had a break, done it again. That's mad.
It was so mentally manipulative. I was really like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
Did that just happen? And then I felt really stupid because I was like, how did I not see it coming?
No, it's very manipulative though.
But then I'm like, well, no, you should trust people. Always start with trust, and until they give you that reason not to, then don't, right?
I mean, that's a really, really beautiful way of looking
Well,
at it.
you have to, right?
Because
otherwise you
it's
become.
hard to do that though, isn't it?
It's
I think
really
most
hard.
people don't do that, you know.
No. Well, and rightly so, because they probably avoid being abused, right? Like I think people can be easily tricked into just getting into a situation that they didn't think was the situation.
Yeah.
And then it's gone too far. Yeah, it was really, really cleverly kind of done. And I was kind of assessing it the whole time. I wasn't rushing. And I remember taking my time with it. No, but I mean, like, I was like really trying to be considered and say the right thing.
Because it's a make or break scenario, isn't it? Really,
Right.
like because if you were looking at it as like if he was being genuine at the start, you don't want to be the person that was responsible for whatever he does after. You know, whatever happens next.
I actually was more relieved that he ended up being a pervert because I did that. I was more shaken up by the idea of somebody phoning me who was on the edge because of that responsibility. I was like, I'm not.
Oh, he was on the edge. He was on the edge. You just needed to tip him a little bit further.
Oh, God.
Breathe for me.
Oh, breathe.
Oh, no, it's gross.
But then I thought, I reckon if I go on to like be mindful, be like a website, you know, it's like, women, if you ever pick up a call and someone says that they're struggling with mental, I reckon it's a thing. He sounded like he had like a go-to points to hit.
Yeah.
And some of them might do well, and some of them others maybe not.
Yeah.
But he'll probably also get off on the idea of somebody being freaked out and like, oh my God, I want to help you.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got them right where I want him.
I wonder what he'd do if a man answered.
He'd probably hang up.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I reckon that's part of it. Because he called a public number, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like you work in a public facing company.
Right.
So like he's probably thinking like, oh, this will freak her out because like I know where she works, sort of thing.
Well, then I thought, oh God, like I did tell him my name.
Yeah.
And he knows where I work.
And date of birth. Social security number.
I'm a favourite joke.
Yeah.
He knows everything.
Yeah.
And I thought he could have just been like stood outside.
That's the scary thing, isn't
You know what I
it?
mean?
Yeah.
Like you just don't know with men.
No,
This is why we like hold our keys in between our fingers and we like walk down the street in our pocket.
Have you seen the new stop like shout it out women abuse campaigns around the city?
No.
So there's loads of posters. I think they're being put up anyway, but like I think because it's International Women's Day next week, and like so there's like this big campaign of posters that are like, you know, it's basically like a picture of a woman saying like, I'm sick of men eyeballing me at the gym, so I call it out.
Right.
And the campaign's like call it out. Like don't stand for it. Like call these men out.
But you know what? I also kind of feel like, oh, you know, there's a really nice guy who just is like maybe glances at a girl's ass because like
because it's there.
Because like like I look at people's asses all the time.
What?
I just like look at an ass and I'm not thinking about the ass. I'm not going like, oh yeah, I want to put my head in that.
But it sounds like you are.
But like men and women's asses, I'll just like kind of be like, oh, there's like, wow, what a great ass.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying.
But I'm not there like, oh, you know, like you might just be like, oh, there's an ass, and then there's another one.
Oh, there's more. Oh, and I'm touching this one by accident. Oh dear.
I must clarify, I'm not always just looking at asses.
Make sure you always walk behind Bridget.
Yeah, and check it out.
Yeah.
Repay the favor. No, but what I'm saying is I'm imagining like some guy who's, you know, like really, really kind, or someone who's very well intentioned and just happens to glance at like a beautiful figure, and then it's like, stop looking at my ass.
This guy was staring at my ass.
This guy, everyone here is a creep. And then everyone turns around and goes, great.
And he's like, I'm married and I've got 2 kids.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I didn't
I'm sorry.
mean it.
Yeah. But that's not the majority.
No.
I'm being devil's advocate weirdly for once.
I know,
outside of men.
I did not see this conversation going this way.
I really don't think that. I think most men are just goggling because they just think that they have the right to, and they don't.
Well, actually,
But I do.
It's funny that you said this. Yeah, you absolutely have the right to.
I can objectify.
Yeah,
it's fine.
That's the benefit of being a woman. No, there was a video on the old web's internet a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And it was funny that you kind of said that of like, there are some guys that are nice that actually get caught out by this stuff. But this actually wasn't a nice guy getting caught out. So basically, like this woman who's like a gym fanatic. So she's got an ass like a fucking moon, basically.
Yeah, like this table.
Yeah,
just
like everyone would look at it,
Right.
especially you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, right. And she's wearing like
The tightest
gym leggings,
stuff.
where it's basically just her naked ass.
Yeah.
Have you seen those ones which is just like,
Yeah.
it's just a different colour, but essentially it's just your ass.
Your ass, yeah.
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 Good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, they're great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not mine to... Okay, I can't wait to hear what you have to say because we can talk about this in a bit more depth.
Right.
Yeah.
So she is on a squat rack and she
Right.
films herself at the gym all the time. So she like sets the camera up.
Right.
She's on a squat rack. And in a lot of gyms, how they're laid out is like squat racks are sort of front row and then you have other benches behind for
people
dumbbells.
to look at them.
Yeah, just have a sit instead.
Yeah, little audience.
Yeah. No, just like to do free weights like dumbbells and stuff like that. And there was a guy, she had her phone set up and it was only a small snippet and her post was like, just want to shout out this guy to say thank you for not staring at my ass whilst I'm working out because like loads of guys do it and it's not fair. You know, just because I've got a great looking ass doesn't mean that you're entitled to look at it at the gym. And I totally 100% agree with her. But then everyone was like, watching the video and was like, but what if this guy did? What were you going to do then? Like post him
And
like
shame
what
him.
happens if he just literally was, because he was looking at his phone and you can tell because I've been this person in the gym before, when there is someone like that working out in front of you, you're literally afraid to look anywhere because you don't want to be that guy.
Well, yeah, because you're not that guy.
No.
Right.
But like you could tell he was literally like looking at his phone between his sets, and then when he was doing his sets, he was just like hooking up, and there was no effort to even glance at her.
Yeah.
But imagine if he did. He didn't know that she was filming. Like imagine if he was literally nice guy doing exactly what he was doing, and then
Right,
literally
and
just
then
had a
just
little
looked.
glance, and then like she was squatting, just like looked up and then blah blah.
It's a really interesting thing, isn't it? Because like I'm totally on the side of the thing is like the bigger issue is men do look. It's only a small minority, isn't it?
But the people that
But it still does have. It's still
Yeah.
that still happens. We still have to talk about it in a way. But I don't feel we should give as much thought to the poor nice men
no, of
who
course
look
not.
at asses
No, of course
occasionally
not.
and
No,
get
no,
shamed
of
for
course
it.
not.
Like, the bigger thing is like, yeah, why do like. Also, there's a difference between just like something catching your eye and you'd be like, oh, and then
Yeah.
there's like guys
Staring.
who are obviously just staring at you.
Yeah.
But then again, also, this probably is going to sound terrible, but if you're working on your ass,
Do you
like,
want people to look at it?
do you kind of want people to think like, wow, she's got a great bum?
Yeah.
But you want people to go, wow, she's got a great bum, not I want
Look at that ass. I want that.
She's got nothing to do with it. It's the ass that I want it.
Yeah.
Because it just dehumanizes the person.
Definitely.
It just like boils them down to an ass. You're just an ass and you're nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what I tell you every day.
Yeah.
You're just an ass and nothing else.
Stay that way.
Forget it.
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of in the same conversation about like, well, you shouldn't have been wearing that. That's why.
Absolutely.
It's kind of in the same.
Yeah.
Well, you were dressing provocatively, so of course men were going to come and rape you.
Yeah, it is actually
Like,
pretty similar to
It's
that,
like,
isn't it?
well, no, I can have a
You
great.
shouldn't have a great ass.
Right, yeah.
It's your fault he
Yeah.
raped you because you had a great ass.
It's your own fault that men are looking at your ass because you're showing it.
Yeah.
You've got those lovely pants that are like showing off your bum perfectly.
It's
doesn't
true.
mean
It's true.
that people should just look good and not be
Objectified.
objectified and then physically abused.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
because of
definitely.
it. It shouldn't be like an invitation,
No,
right?
definitely. I 100% agree. This campaign in the city, though, I saw one today because there's like loads of scenarios, and one of them was like, I'm sick of. It was this guy, and he was like, I'm sick of my mate abusing women in the street, so I've called it out. And I'm like,
Right. Wait, I'm sick of my mate abusing women in the street, so
Yeah.
I've called him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, oh yeah, why are you mates with this person?
I know.
Like, absolutely call him out. But
Well, that's a lie, though, isn't it? It's a
yeah,
promo lie.
I thought it was too extreme, that one, because I thought a group of guys aren't going to look at that and go, I'm going to call my mate out.
But it's important that you do call your mates out.
It definitely is. It definitely is. But I just thought it wasn't smart enough.
Yeah.
Because the other ones are quite good.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that one was a bit too on the nose, I think.
Yeah, and it was like more of a, well, I don't know, maybe would you look at it and go, yeah, I probably should say something next time my mate just says something really inappropriate about some random poor girl in the bar.
Yeah.
Would you go, don't say that, mate? Like,
I would definitely.
Would you?
Yeah, yeah, but my friends aren't like that. That's the thing. Like, it's so rare I have to say anything like that. In fact, I've never.
But this is the interesting thing, maybe more about like men's friendship circles, is that you could be quite like a sensitive guy, good morals, but just in with the wrong group.
Yeah.
From school, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. You say, yeah, just stop. Just stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think on that note, we should stop. We should just stop.
Yeah.
So thank you for a great episode.
Yeah, as always. Yeah,
Love
I feel like we didn't really quite get into that. As I didn't plan to talk about objectifying women today.
No.
Otherwise, I would have been a bit more succinct to my ideas.
Oh, well.
I apologise if I have not come across.
I think everyone's learned a little bit about you and your obsessive asses.
No. But I'm like Tina off Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a good butt, is there? Really?
No, butts are great. Yeah. Butts are great. Yeah. But people with butts are better. Is that the moral of the story?
That's it. Great way to finish.
Okay.
Don't forget to sign up to the newsletter. You can go to the website at icoulbeyourgrandmother.com.
Go to our socials, our Instagram, our Twitter.
All stuff like that.
Do we have Twitter?
We do, but we never use it because it's a terrible place.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening, everyone. Love you very much.
Yeah.
Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Krishna.
Go and look at your own ass and appreciate that.
Yeah. Have a good stare in the mirror.
Yeah.
Love you very much.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.